So you can pick any horse you want. You've got 10 minutes to draw. Okay? They're not going to stand still. They're going to move. The flies might start to bother you. That's supposed to be okay. But I'm going to show you what I'm doing. This is just a few minutes as we were sitting there getting ready. I chose a position. I chose to go vertical. You might decide to go horizontal, but I'm just going lines. And I chose like little camera shots of just little pictures here and there, okay? So it's dangerous for an artist to show his work to you, because then you think, okay, then you make the comparison. But you're all teachers, so you know how to throw this one out and just get the idea that you're going to catch little fragments over the next 10 minutes, okay? We're going to learn about pressure release today. Pressure release. Horses respond really well to pressure and release. But you have to know when to release. We as teachers, students respond very well to pressure and release. We can learn from these animals, no matter what color they are, no matter what breed they are, no matter what or where their story is. We can learn from the pressure release from them today. It's really important to remember throughout the day. When do you pressure? When do you release? Because they will respond. Humans respond really well. This is a pressure point on our bodies, and it hurts when you pinch it. So when you squeeze it, don't be too easy with each other. Be firm, but be loving, okay? So I'm firm and I'm loving, okay? See? It hurts. It hurts. But you're just going to take each other's hand like that and put a little pressure release. And you're just going to play that little game and work each other just for a few seconds, okay? I want you to feel the pressure and feel the release. Feel the pressure and feel the release. We're going to also be talking about with students as well, my space and your space. Students, we all have that safe amount of space. And so horses, yesterday, I couldn't get closer than 25 feet to that horse because of that spacing. He feels that pressure that far away. We actually have students in the classroom also. They feel that, they cowl, they don't want to deal with us, and we can put a barrier on there within our relationship with them if we put too much pressure on them. So this is where I think, you're going to be constantly thinking about, where does this fit into the classroom? And how does this fit with my kids at school? Or for me as a teacher, or even your colleagues, your coworkers. There's pressure and release going on all day, all year. There's my space and their space, and we have to be respectful of that. And so I felt like this is a really good pressure point, Some others are in different places, but this is a really easy one to get to. His body language right now is telling me he knows I'm here right away. As soon as I walked in, he saw me. He doesn't know who I am. And so I'm going to do this without this at first and see if I can just get him to move clockwise, counterclockwise. Just 2 or 3 times around, and then switch 2 or 3 times around the other direction. So right away. I want him to do all the work. I'm just going to stay right in here. I want him to do the work. So the 4 of you will go in here one at a time, or 3 of you. Now the reason why he looked at me was because he's saying, I want release. I don't want to give it to him. I'm not going to give it to him. Not because I'm mean, but because he's not ready. He's not ready to be given release. Ha! Ha! Okay. Now I'm going to reverse him So I'll step into his pathway here. And he's turning. He's going to turn that direction. These are good horses, Mike. Now just think, you're going to be able to get a halter on this horse in an hour or so. Point, give him direction, give him help. He's a little frantic, give him help. You get down low like the mountain lion. Get down low. If he doesn't move, you get down low. And you just point, and he'll go in that direction. As soon as I release, walk away, he'll stop. We're going to do something called a no-look walk away. Now, and pay attention to this. When a horse turns away from you on the other side of the corral, when they turn this way, that tells you something compared to if they turn toward you. If they're going along the wall of the outside, the outer perimeter, and they turn toward you, that's good. That's good. But if it's going along the outer perimeter and he turns this way, get his butt at you, you haven't gotten too far with him. So that tells you that student is a little bit more difficult to get to know. I'll show you one more time. You want him to move? I give him a little help, pointing. Give him a little snap. Ha! A little bit of a voice. Go the other way. Ha! See, he turned toward me. That's a good thing. And I just turn away from him while he's still on task. And I turned away and walk away. Now he's really looking at me. He's like, nobody's ever done that to me. So that's the kind of teacher you want to be. That's intriguing to your students. And whenever you can intrigue your students, you're going to have a wonderful school year. He wants to turn right. He wants to turn this way. Ha! Don't let him be in charge of the classroom. You're the lead. You're the leader.
Yeah.
There you go. Keep him going. Keep going. Now just kind of stand. Oh, you've got a corner right there. Corners are hard. Now he just took control. He just took control because he turned right.
Oh, and you don't want him to do that because then
he went against your.
He did.
So just keep him in going clockwise or counterclockwise.
Okay, we're gonna work on that.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, come on, bud. Let's go this way. Come on. Oh, watch her.
Okay, let me tell you something. His motor, his forward, he got drive and you got reverse. Okay, it's right here in his shoulder. So it's right at his shoulder there. So as soon as I step back, he'll move that direction. So I'm behind him, he'll move that direction. If you step in front of him, in front of the shoulder, you're gonna make him turn around, go backwards.
Okay.
Step 2 is my space, their space. We have students that don't want us to get to know them, and you have to put pressure on them to get to know their space. So you move into their space. You might say, good morning. You don't want to put too much pressure on them. You say good morning on a Monday. I hope you had a good weekend. Then the next week later on a Monday, you might say, so what did you do this weekend? You know, you're building to communicate and strengthen the relationship. At first, you're just going to walk into their space. That horse will eventually let you in their space, but it might take longer depending on the horse, depending on the student. So I'm going to walk right where he's standing, right here. I'm not going to pay attention to where he went. I'm just going to go right here. I'll wait for him to stop. He's looking at me now. There, thank you. Now I'm going to go, I'm not going to give him much rest. I'm going to walk right over there. I don't have to run. He doesn't want me in his space. He's one of those kind of students. He's difficult. Takes a while. I'm going to go right here where he was at. Stand here and take a look at him. And we may go back and forth for a while. You can do it in groups of 2. See? I'm going to move right here again. He's paying attention to them more than me. I want him over here. Did you see him look at me? I need his attention. There he goes. I'm going to walk right over there. Now he's not running as much. When he first left his position, he was running, trotting over. Now he kind of walked, and then he trotted. Now he's facing me. I'm coming back over there. We can name him Jimmy or Sam or whatever. Now he's also running closer to me. At first, his body language was saying he was on the outer perimeter. Now it's real close to me. So I'll just keep going back and forth. Now I'm going to stop part way. As soon as he stops, I'll go right there. As soon as he stops, I'll just stop. Wait for him to stop. So I'm changing now the my space, your space. Look at that. He's a student. Now he's saying, hey, it's okay. Now I'm going to walk toward him. Look at him. Look at him. He's just coming in. He's saying, I want to get to know you, Mr. Yazzie. I don't want you to hurt me. He's scared, concerned. He's not going to bite me. Did you see that happen? Okay. Still a little concerned. Did you see his body language? A little bit of a noise. Now I'm going to do this because this is less pressure. Now he can touch me. If I stay standing, that's too much pressure. To take pressure away, we went from a horse that was running away from me to a horse that's just right here. Okay? So I can feel him breathing on me. He's touching me, and I can just do this. I can touch him a little bit. Now I'm going to walk away, and he's going to say, but, I want to get to know you. See him watching?
And following you.
Yeah. Look at that. We have a connection. Can you do that with a student? Yeah. The way you put this on them is this goes through the nose and this goes over the head. Okay? So what you want the horse to do is to let you know with the slightest, some of them do it with the slightest nudge. They go like this. When you're holding this in front, they go maybe a half inch. We'll see. To allow you. They're saying, I'm giving you permission. Okay? And so let's see if he'll accept this. I'm going to put this around him, just like this first. The lead rope, this is your lead rope. Now I'm going to go like this if he lowers his head. See? Okay. See, I'll pull this over and slip this on. You slip it through. Can you turn? Yeah, slip that through. And then behind and through. Okay? That's it. Now, all I want you to do is have him go forward and backward. Watch your toes. So all you're going to do, you don't want to give him, if you give him this much free rein, that's too much. You want to be close to his face. Now I'm going to turn him to just go like you're driving, left, right, backwards, forwards. Okay? He'll feel the pressure. So I'm going to go right. I'm just holding my hand. I'm going to go in a circle this way. Okay, I'm going to stop here. You can go a little longer. Now I'm going to switch to the right. I'm not going to pull from here. I'm going to go over to this side so I'm on the proper side so he doesn't run you over. I'm going to turn to the right. Just give him a little signal of like a clicking sound, like that gives them a communication. Okay, we're ready to go. Then I'm going to back him up a little bit. Hold it close to his chin. Back up. A little pressure. There he goes. Let go. Pressure release. There he goes. Pressure release. There he goes. Go forward. Wait for him. Wait for him. Don't let him do that. That's not good behavior. He's getting in. Did you see him? He's trying to get in my space. I'm just gonna not let him do that because that's a student who, I don't know. I taught my 4 kids and they tried to call me dad. Say, no, I'm Mr. Yazzie in the classroom. It's amazing how fast, how quickly they begin to trust you. And then if you're going to be here tomorrow and the next day and the next, there's a strengthening and a strengthening. You want them more like just to your side. Yeah, that's okay. Try backing them up. Back them up. There you go. Good job. Okay. That's good. Do that for an hour. I hope you all had the opportunity to lead, to back up, to go left and right. We didn't do the foot pickup at all. And that's another thing. They have to, on all those examples, they need to submit to you. And there's a certain place where you pinch that hock, just above the hock, the ankle, if you will, and they'll lift that leg up. You just grab it and you pinch it a little bit. And then like we did here with the hand, you do right there on their leg and they'll lift it up. So I'm not saying you're going to become horse people, but I hope that in the future that you can find a location nearby you where you can continue to do some of this experience. And I'd love for you to share this story of today's experience with your students. Hey, I went through this summer and I had this experience and this is what it did for me. This is how it enhanced me because I want to work with you people in a stronger, direct relationship so that we learn each other and our love grows for each other. On your drawings, I find it that students will always have a deeper connection to the subject matter when you do a couple of drawings, one at the beginning and one at the end, and you make a comparison, and if you look at both of your drawings right now, I'll share them with you. This one sort of covers a lot of different space and a lot of different positions and is very, very loose. This one, I end up focusing on this guy right here behind me. This drawing represents a lot of stuff to me, because I have a sensitive heart toward people who've suffered and have been through some tough times. So look at that fella. That guy's got a lot of personality. Thank you so much for allowing me to come up and be a part of your day. Felt really, really blessed to be here with you all. Thank you.